Here we are for the Austrian Grand Prix for the Trans Nations eSport F1 category. Welcome back to the commentary box for Robin. Good evening, Robin.
Good evening, everyone.
Don't forget to go spectator, buddy. So, Austrian Grand Prix, we've had a bit of dramas, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube wasn't available for F2 and F3 races. It's only just come back via PlayStation streaming, so you've only got the F3 one on Twitch. Yeah, sorry about that, but here we are for the F1, the main game. 13 drivers in today, so not a big field, but yeah, it's large enough, so hopefully we have some good racing and we can get some good clean racing in. So Robin, I'll just get your opinion on the track, mate, while we wait for people to load in and start to do their setups.
Well, Austria is, in my opinion, one of the most fun track to drive. It's a short track, a 3 DRS zones. Sebastian Vettel called it last season as a bit of a Mario Kart boost. And there is a lot of overtaking opportunity there. And the racing will be great. The life is great, as we have seen Max Verstappen wins from P5 to P1 with an amazing pace. Maybe we could see that today. And yeah, let's see what qualifying brings at the Red Bull Ring.
Yeah, and I think to go on to that, one of the only tracks where we use the two softest compound tyres comfortably as a one-stop pit strategy, so we shouldn't see too many differences throughout strategy, which will be good for us. So yeah, straight pace today, ladies and gentlemen. As Robin just said, you got the 3 DRS straights, and they all end in a 90 degree or more turn at the end of the DRS straight. So a lot of braking and yeah, 3 good spots for overtaking. So as we get a Toro Rosso coming out first off, that is Josh Banks. So Josh is
I've got a weather report from Yafine, and he says it's dry the whole weekend, so we will have no rain in that one.
So no rain. We didn't have any rain in F3 either. I don't know how F2 went, and I don't even know if F4 is streaming, ladies and gentlemen.
Due to the same weather as this, so no difference.
Yep. So we've got a few people out now. We've got Brett's out on his outlap. Mackenzie's on his outlap. Josh, Bailey, Nadir, Sebastian. Guy Tasker is back this week after having a couple of weeks off. He's now out on track, and he's got a new teammate.
Imuela, if you have,
Imuela. So let's get into it. No Tyler Beasley this week, so Brett's holding the Ferrari charge.
well, no
Red Bull
tires in this.
Yeah. So Josh is coming into turn 1. Opens up the No, hasn't opened up DRS, so he must have corner cut turn 1 already. So, or he's doing 2 out laps, which isn't overly disadvantaging doing two runs on your soft compounds, because the track is very low tire dead, which isn't necessarily true for the actual race around here. So but yeah, very very low tire dead, so you can do two out laps and then a hot lap if need to, or you know, 2 flying laps if you've got the fuel to do it. So it'll be interesting to see. But where's Bailey? Bailey's coming around the final turn now. What can he set? We got yellow flags in sector 1 and 2. Bailey comes across the line and do a 4.6 straight up. So Bailey sets the first time. And then I do believe Brett's next. Brett's coming across final turn now. He's gone a bit wide there at the last turn. I believe that would have been an invalidation of 6.8. So it wasn't an invalidation. It wasn't an invalidation, sorry. And then I think we've got Mackenzie's coming across the line. What's he going to set? He's got his teammate right up his gearbox. Oh, sorry, that was... John's done a 4.7 to be 10th off. There's a car pointing the wrong way at the end of pit lane there, I thought. Who was that? Nobody, apparently. Okay. Guy does a 7.9. Very well done by Guy. So, Josh is still yet to set a lap. Here he comes across the line now. Opens DRS. What can Josh do? A 4.777.
2,000 faster than John.
That is very close, ladies and gentlemen. So,
it's 6 centimeters.
oh, Stuart Mackenzie's already left the session. Can we... If anyone's what... I did send out extra invites to everyone, so hopefully you can get back in and take control of that car. As Addy's getting very slidey through the middle section.
And Mackenzie said also that his internet is probably worse than last week, so that could maybe also him his day at this moment.
Yeah, so Addy's coming into pits. Yevgeny's on the medium tyres. Nadir's on the mediums. Guy's on the mediums. And our
Leave to 5. P5.
Leaf to P5.
Yeah, and I was on board with him on the final part of corners, and he also ran right for the last corner. What should have been an invalidation, but he got lucky with that. As you see Mackenzie coming back on.
Oh, so there we go. Mackenzie's just resetted his net. John was saying in their party that Mackenzie was lagging really bad, so there we have it. Mackenzie's just trying to eliminate as much lag as possible. So Brett's out again for another flyer. Bailey's out again for another flyer. They're both on their out lap. So
now
where's...
P5 we have Shakini in the Mercedes on the medium side.
On the mediums, so he's still 1.3 off of Bailey in provisional pole, and I think the tyre delta is about 6 or 7 tenths, so that could push him into the mid to low 5s, depending how clean that lap was. Actually, we didn't actually see that lap. John's on an out lap, Josh is on an out lap, so
on out lap.
Bailey's starting his flyer. Addy's still yet to set a time. Sebastian's still yet to set a time. So Bailey coming up to turn 2. Hard on the brakes. Short shifts into second, up to third, fourth. Now he's got the foot flat again. Opens DRS. We'll ride on board for the rest of this lap. 7th gear. Hard on the brakes again. And eases it off. Short shifts into third, up to fourth, fifth, foot flat again. Now this is a very tricky corner because you can't see the apex. It's a bit like France turn 1. But he nails it, as you'd expect from these guys. Through the quick S's. Coming into the final couple of turns. Down 1 gear, flat back, down 2 gears. Very good run through there. Crosses the line to do a 4.7, so he's just missed out by 4/100ths of a second to better his time. So that was a very good lap there by Bailey. Josh is now doing a fly. Where's he on turn 2? It's interesting to see how these guys go without using traction control, and the difference of driving. You saw Bailey short shift out of turn 2 immediately after hitting first, but Josh revs out first gear just a bit as he almost runs to the side of Leaf there on an outlap. Leaf's gone into the mid pack, into the middle of the field here, just getting out of everyone's way. Probably not the way to do it, put grass on your tyres.
Josh is going to improve his time. He's a 10th under his fastest time. So could he get pole position at the moment?
Would you be good to see? It'll be his first pole. 7.47, so he's bettered his time. Or 3/100ths.
He's coming closer.
So
The Rosso team is looking good at the moment.
yeah, P2, P4 for the Toro Rosso. Sebastian set at 5.8. So now our only one to yet to qualify is Mackenzie Stewart. I did see him rejoin the session, but whether or not he can get control of that car is yet to be seen.
It's quite easy to do, but yeah.
So
I also see that Pina is now on the soft, so he could get higher up the standings.
yeah, he's dropped all the way down to P7. So
Yeah,
he'll be hoping.
Look on the final corner, he's improving his time. Goes a little bit wide at the last corner, but where does he go to? He improves his time, but not get higher up. He stays in 4th place with a 1:05.016.
So he's given himself 7/10 of a second to Addy. So that's a good showing there from the Toro Rosso. Both drivers now are in P2, P4. But we know John can put out good laps, and Evgeny's coming around the final couple of turns now. It's a good run out of the final turn. What does he improve to it? 34.8. P4. So good lap there by Evgeny to get into the 4s. So those medium... Yeah, that medium run must have been a little bit dirty for him. So, very good run.
Yeah, I've practiced with my vehicles in the wall. I've practiced with him thingy the whole week, and he's very quick around here. After an open circles that favoring him, well, he could get some good performances at European ground.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
John on the left.
Nadir's got a bit of front wing damage in that Alfa Romeo. He's lost an end plate. He was in the wall. So that's unfortunate. Looked like the end of turn 1, was it? Just ran wide and lost the rear or something. So we've got a whole bunch of guys coming out on the pit now. Brett, Sebastian are all out. Starting out laps. So can Josh upset Bailey? Bailey's on a lap. John's on a lap. Leaf's on a lap. John goes quickest with a 4.4. So Bailey's got to find 2/10. Almost 3/10. So this will be interesting. Can John get another pole position, add to his tally?
There's a lot of drivers saying in the Discord that Mackenzie is very laggy. And to say that he needs to stop streaming, as he does stream his league races.
Yeah, he does stream for his channel. Bailey comes across with the line with a 4.5. Oh, this is close, Robin. This is...
Yeah.
You got
like
4
those,
drivers on 4/10.
Yeah, I like those circles that are very short, which means you have close lap times.
And they've all got time to do one more run. Being such a short track, you can get around it you know, even if you push on your in lap. So Sebastian's trying to better his lap. Brett's trying to better his lap. Brett will be happy with that, knowing there's a couple of guys behind him. Mackenzie's still only in the 8s.
That was competitive in 2016, but that's not competitive in the 2019 game.
No, that's right. That's right. That's not even competitive for F3 ranking. You know, 8.5. I think our guys were doing 7s, 6s, I think, for pole.
Sebastian goes to P6 with 105.0, 7.8, very close with him
and Brett didn't improve either. So
we have Leaf on outlap. He will start for the last ones.
And then everyone else is in pits. And it's interesting to see that John selected to fit a new set of tyres. I think that's... Is that Josh? No, it's Josh's teammate just coming out of pits. In the number 6 Toro Rosso. That is Luke. So now Josh, Bailey and John have all selected new tyres. Luke's on a new set of tyres. Evgeny's on a new set of tyres as well.
Everyone.
So Sebastian will get back around. It could be a close turnaround for Sebastian. He should just make it to put new tyres on and then get back out. Remember, you only need 65 seconds. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not he can make it back out. Nadir's out. Mackenzie's coming out now. So what can he do? He'll be definitely wanting to better that time. He knows he's quicker than that. Brett's on another flyer. No, he's not. Yes, he is. No.
Luke starts his final flying lap of this qualification.
Coming up the hill. Closes DRS hard on the brake. Bit squirmish out of the hairpin. And you can just see the difference between, you know, Luke and Bailey there. When we're running on board with Bailey, it's short shift every year. Luke really wants to get that wheel spin, or he hasn't eliminated that wheel spin, I should say. So it's just a difference of driving styles here, but Evgeny's still in pits, Bailey's still in pits, so we've still got a little bit of time.
Luke has a good second sector. Can he make it better in the final sector? So he can maybe beat Finno, maybe Josh.
To a 104.8, so he beats Evgeny. So now, Toro Rosso have got the second row of the grid sorted.
Evgeny going out of the pit.
Was there
John on the lap? He gets a little bit slipping from Emanuela, but not much. Going into the penultimate corner, easy lose a car. Final going, you need to put that corner perfect. He goes to and he gets
104.1. Holy smack, that is a quick lap, ladies and gentlemen. So what can Bailey do, or Josh even? Can they improve?
I think John is too quick to pole position.
Mackenzie Stewart goes to a 4.4. So at the moment, McLaren have got the front row grid lockout. What can Bailey do? Watching him here just starting his fly lap. ERS is on full. I'm assuming engine power's on max. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll ride on board with this whole hot lap. Comes into turn 1, doesn't hit 8th gear, just revs out 7th. Very nicely cornered. DRS is open again. Coming up the hill into turn 2. Hits 8th gear. Hard on the brakes, about 80 metres. Short shifts in second. Short's third. Foot flat now. Yevgeny's there off to the side. So Brett's now at the tail of the field. He can't improve. Nadir's P12. Addy's P11. So could Guy jump into P9, or no, Guy's P10. Manuela's P9, so they're our locked positions.
Bailey's in the final sector.
Bailey's in the final sector, coming into the final couple of turns.
Can he split the McLarens?
Can he jump the McLarens? Comes across the line to do a 34.1. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 thousandths of a second. He split the McLarens. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is qualifying done and dusted. Yeah, everyone is now... We're just waiting for Luke to retire. Luke and Leaf to retire their cars. So, Robin, what do you make out of that qualifying session?
A spectacular qualifying. As I see Eddie with 3 wheels. Yeah, I'm very looking forward to the race, and the first corner could be very tight. F2 was just carnage at my back.
Yeah, well, we had 4 wide in the turn 1. I wasn't involved in that at all, but yeah, our front 3 runners got taken out. So I don't think these guys will be that silly, but you know, if someone gets a bad start, it could all happen.
And the top 8 is in 1 second.
Yeah, jeez, that's quick, and you're only 1.8 all the way down the field. So, and I know Brett could have done better. Brett would have thought he might have done better. He probably won't be happy there qualifying last, but hopefully he can have a clean race. And this is his favourite track of the calendar, so.
And you won the last year, if I'm correct. In the free.
Yeah, so will we see an alternate strategy, go softs on mediums onto softs, and just run the backward strategy for everyone else?
I did that in practice earlier tonight, and that really worked good for me.
Yep.
At the beginning, you didn't get to win a lot, but at the end, you are just flying and overtaking everyone.
Yeah.
If it's close, everything.
I reckon it could pay off here, especially if you keep a good front wing. So, Robin, I'll get you to run us down on a grid rundown as they do their formation lap.
On pole position, we have John Lindbergh with 12,000. He was faster than Bailey 4. What are we talking about? Good to say. In P3, we have a laggy Stuart McKenzie. Hopefully it will be clean with the drivers around him. There's Justin P4 leading his teammate Luke.
Yep.
P6,
no, that's Luke.
Yeah, that's Luke. P6 we have Tiffany, who's got the best qualifying so far this season. P7 we have Sebastian. P8 we have Lee.
That's Leif.
P9 Emanuela. Just ahead of his teammate Baita, with back with car today. 11 on mediums we have Eddie. P12 we have Nadir on the soft, and P13 we have Brett on the mediums.
Okay, so we got 2 guys on the mediums there, Addy and Brett. Now watch out for Addy. He's one to really gain out of these alternative strategies. He's done it in Australia. And he's done it a couple of other times throughout the season. He's kept his race clean and ended up with good scoring point positions. So Well, watch out for that, as now the AI take over everyone's car and you got the two Toro Rossos inside each other. So, what can we do here, ladies and gentlemen? Leave a comment to think, to let us know what's going to happen. Don't forget to log into the app to at the end of the race and give your drivers the driver of the day point. So, lights build.
Here we go.
So here we go, revs are building. And the lights are out. Bailey's got a good jump by the look of it. No, John's got a better jump. Mackenzie's got an awesome jump. It's 3 wide at the back into turn 2. Oh, John's gone very wide. Someone's gone deep. Addy's Leaf's lost out massively. He's lost his front wing. So
Yeah, we're very late on the brakes.
Mackenzie. Oh, Bailey's gone sideways. He's lost a bit of ground. He's got it back on the track. Josh is up to P3. Yevgeny's P4. Luke's in P5 trying to get around Yevgeny. The Renaults are side by side. There's a Haas there trying to get down the side of Sebastian. That's Guy Tasker and up into P8. Bailey's now back on the charge, trying to get through this field. So we got John leading from Mackenzie, leading from Josh. So can Josh put a lot of pressure on Mackenzie? There seems to be a lot of tyre smoke there at the final turn. A lot of people locking their brakes. Mackenzie Stewart sets the fastest lap on lap 1, which is a bit different. Usually the driver that crosses the line first will set it. But somehow, actually I might just check that. How does that... Oh, John didn't set a lap. There you go.
John was warning, that's why.
Ah, rightio, yep. So... saying Yevgeny is within a tenth of someone, but Josh is right on the back of Mackenzie here. You can see down the timing board that everybody's right up the back of everybody at the moment.
This ends to Eddie. There's a train of 11 people.
Has Brett got damage? He seems to be... No, he hasn't got damage. But he's a long way off at Addy, so maybe he's...
And I saw one lap ago, he was right on the last, so...
Yeah. It's still saying that he's only a tenth behind. So Bailey's got Yevgeny already. DRS is open now. Yevgeny didn't get DRS. That's unfortunate. Everyone else around him's got it. He'll get it here though, and Bailey won't.
I just to P2. And he has damage, I see.
Josh to P2. Oh, he has got front wing damage, yeah. Lost a bit of end plate. Tangled up there with Mackenzie. Mackenzie's got the switchback. Josh doesn't feel like holding it there on the inside. Look how much that's cost Josh. Bailey's right on the back of him now.
Yeah.
So,
and at this step,
I wonder if Josh is just going to let Bailey go here. I think he has. Josh is in the pits by the look. Yeah, Josh is in the pits. So that won't be the race Josh was hoping for. He had a good chance there. It's not all over yet. So Bailey's making an absolute charge through the field. So Luke's now on the back of Yevgeny. What can he do? Yef's still keeping in DRS range of Bailey. Bailey's got DRS range from Mackenzie. Mackenzie's got it from John. Josh has gone back onto the soft compound tyre, so he doesn't want to change his strategy. except that the fact that he's going to need to pit once more might have paid to put hards on and go to the end. As Brett's lost 6 seconds on Addy already. So that's a bit of a gap. Got the 2 Hasses running in P8 and P9.
Yeah, Phoenix was very light on the final corner. If Luke counts maybe to hit people off and pressure them.
I just saw there that Yevgeny uses all of that curve coming into turn 1. He swings it a bit left on that main straight to use all the outside ribble strip, whereas Luke wasn't. He was just staying within the white line. So that's one thing for Luke to try and better use all of the track that's available to you.
Yeah, and to get a better exit off turn 1, which you have a long straight after that.
I mean, all these top 3 guys do it. They push the track limits to the absolute limit. As now we've got a train for the top 3, a familiar train for the top 3. John's not one to crack under pressure. Mackenzie can a little bit. Yevgeny and Luke are still battling here. This is a great little battle. Luke goes to the inside, up the hill. He's already got the job done. Yevgeny's got the run in. Oh, there's contact. It was contact.
A bit controversial between the 2.
Yeah, I don't think it was. It looked more like lag from my end, but as Josh sets the quickest lap, and he's already jumped Leaf. Is Leaf still running with? Is Leaf still got that damage? He has. No, Leaf's got no damage.
He has 4 laps of soft, so he should have pitted.
Yeah, he's already pitted, so there we go. Brett's had another moment there at the end of turn 3. So Brett's not having a very good race at the moment, but we'll go back to the lead. Yevgeny's now got Sebastian on the back of him, so Yev can't find a bit of clear racetrack. He's got clear road in front, but there's always been someone behind him. And then we got Luke. And then you got Luke coming back for the charge. He's not finished with this fight either. Then you got a bit of a gap to Nadir. Oh, Nadir's been overtaken. Manuela's coming back. So great showing here from Manuela. Great racing from everyone at the moment. Mackenzie Stewart's now 4 tenths off of John. John's got a bit slidey in the turn 3. They're dropping Bailey just a little bit. Manuela and Nadir are still fighting this side by side coming into turn 5. Oh, there's contact. Nadir's driven into him. I hope that hasn't damaged any of their cars.
Oh no.
As they come through the S's, there's no wing damage as far as I can see. Got a great battle here for P4. Yevgeny's still holding on. Seb gets a very tank slappery moment there out of the final turn. So I wonder if Sebastian just can't seem to find a way past, or he's, oh, excuse me ladies and gentlemen, or he's just holding here behind Yevgeny to get a very...
Austria, keeping DRS, we won't lose unnecessary ERS.
Yeah.
And you can save the tires.
Yeah. So Bailey's going to have to push immensely to get back into DRS range, and a bit like France, if you can work together with the person you're getting the slipstream with, you're going to pull away from everybody else. So
yeah, cool.
These 2 McLarens, they will be in the party chat and they will be talking, so they will know what's going on. And Bailey's got no one else to help him up the road or anything. But his teammate is trying to get around Yevgeny. He's having a look on the inside coming up the hill. No, he knows better than that. Can he get the run out of turn 1 into turn 2?
They both got a lot of ERS.
Seb's now having another look. He can't quite get it done. Luke's just sitting back watching this. This is a great battle. Addy's on the back of Guy as well. I've just noticed here on the timing boards.
We can between two McLarens.
Ooh, 4/10. But they've dropped Bailey by 2 seconds.
That overtakes Brad for P11.
And already Brett's dropped 2 seconds off of that gap. So now Josh is to run down Addy for P10, start his point climb back. Seb's got a better run here onto the main straight. We'll jump on board with Seb. Can he make the move done? He's not using any battery. Yevgeny's just let him go. Yev's gone the over and under switch again. Slow in, fast out. This will be interesting.
Luke has a double toe here.
Oh, Luke's just backed out of it. This is great racing by these three, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, right.
Luke's got no ERS compared to the other boys.
Eddie's got the ERS on Guy. So from now on the mediums will come into his favor. Yeah,
mediums will start picking up now and the softs of these top 9 will start to die. Just a little bit. Yeah, around there I'd imagine 12, 13. As Bailey's already in the pits.
Talking about pit stops.
So is this an early call, try and make the best out of the worst situation?
Yeah, the other guy's quite strong at this game. So
he's gone on to... He's on the hards. He's gone on to the hard compound tyres. Addy's got around Guy into turn 1. So Bailey will come out with a bit of clean air. Guy now gets a run on Addy coming up the hill into turn 2.
Dealer's very careful, man.
Gets that job redone.
What will the McLarens do?
What will these McLaren boys do? They're not near. We'll just stay on board with them at the second and see whether or not they're coming in.
Mackenzie's coming in.
John's staying out. Mackenzie's covering Bailey. So I wonder if...
Where will Mackenzie go on?
Yeah. I'm really wondering why Bailey went on to the hards for. Mackenzie's going on to the mediums.
I've noticed that the mediums and the hards don't have very much difference, but at the end of the lap, with 4 or 5 laps to go, the...
Well, Mackenzie might come out here between Addy and Guy. And he's got DRS for some strange reason. How do you get DRS out of coming out of pits? So that's
helped Guy to go to P8.
Yeah, that's immensely jumped Bailey. Bailey's now got to overtake Addy and Guy, which will put John. If John comes in now, put him into. Is he? Oh yeah, he is in. So what's Seb gonna do? Seb's in. Yevgeny's staying out.
18 seconds he has to Mackenzie.
Luke. Luke's in.
And you got a penalty.
So
I'll be close between the McLarens.
Or they're side by side coming out of pits. Mackenzie's got the run. John's on the inside though. Oh, he's backed out of it. Nadir's trying to challenge John. I don't think that's going to work. Even though he's on the softer compound tyres, but those rears will be really hurting now. Bailey's got Josh right up his gearbox for help. But Josh will have to pit in a couple of laps. Bailey's lost all his front wing.
What the hell?
Bailey's lost all of his front wing. That's going to put Bailey out of contention for a podium for sure. So Sebastian's our next best for a podium at the moment. Sebastian's rounding up. Who's Sebastian rounding up? Addy, is it?
Sebastian is also in the heart.
Yeah, that's a weird strategy for the Renault guys.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, both tyres don't have much difference.
John and Mackenzie are swapping positions here. John outbraked himself in the turn 2, giving Mackenzie the DRS and the position. Yevgeny's still stayed out on these softs, done 13 laps now. Same as Nadir. So they're our two original runners on the softs. Josh has done 10 laps on his. But that's the second set of softs from him due to his front wing damage at the start of the race. Guy's still on his original tyres as well.
He lost it.
Oh, he has too. No.
Well, that's great to go in the pits now.
Oh, and he almost takes Nadir out for the same. So now Josh up to P3, Nadir and Yevgeny are in pits. So that spin would hurt Yevgeny majorly. Guy gets a 5-second penalty for speeding. As Leaf now has done 13 laps on his set of softs. Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. So Josh Banks, John and Mackenzie is still side by side coming into sector 2, ladies and gentlemen. John now gets the position done. Can Mackenzie get the over and under? No, not quite.
We have to get out of the DRS. As there are 3 DRS zones.
Yeah. So Bailey's a big loser at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, almost halfway through this race. This is going to give John a massive gap. But Bailey's just pulled in.
John got a penalty.
John gets, I think Mackenzie's got a penalty as well though, so they're still racing for track position.
They're going side by side.
Side by side into turn 2. Mackenzie does the over and under. That's a very good drive out of the hairpin. Side by side again coming down the hill. This is great driving. Josh is still out there on his soft compound tyres. All this battling.
Eddie's on the hard tyre on P12.
Eddie's on the... Yeah, that's in. Eddie must have got some damage.
Yeah, probably.
The guy tries to jump Eddie around the outside. So Bailey now is P11. Yevgeny, after that spin, he'd be kicking himself. Leaf up to P8. Josh Banks up to P3. And our battling duo up the front now is just cooling off for a couple of laps by the look of it. John slowly just falling off. I wonder if John's not quite as comfortable on these. as Leaf is in the pits. Put on medium tyres. Yeah, whatever. I'm doing this, okay. Manuela's jumped Brett. New tyres versus old.
You know, battle for P11 between Guy and Eddie.
This is a great battle too. And Leaf's getting involved. Josh is in the pits, so where's he going to come out? Give Sebastian P3.
Well, Josh's teammate can be very close to the podium, but he has a time penalty what sent off from that. Mediums for Josh. Where does he come out? Probably.
Well, he's going to come out just behind Brett.
P7.
P7. But with the freshest tyres of the whole group. So if he can push, he could probably catch his teammate and Seb. It's not out of the question. But Seb has got a charging Luke behind him though. Different compound tyres, so the hards won't quite be up to pace yet. But the hards will just continually go. You could probably do the whole race on the hard. Seb goes wide actually there at the S's. Hits the dirt just a little bit, gives Luke the momentum. He backs out of it into the second last corner. We're right on board because I hate that TV cam into the final turn. You lose the cars.
John again for P1, you retakes the lead.
So John's got the lead back. Oh, it's another switchback by Mackenzie. What a beautiful driving done here by these two.
Was really switchback of more the John on right.
Mackenzie backed out of that.
There it goes between me and away of him. As Luke was at the inside of Sebastian, it couldn't pull that off.
Josh has already jumped Brett.
He can now go to Emanuela.
Brett's not really having the time of his life here, is he? He just falls off the pace very quickly.
Yeah.
If Genna's up the back of Nadir.
I remember in China they had a battle for half of the race with Nadir won. And we got a downfall set up in the third position after that, and couldn't to pass defeated the full passing, they will now pass him. As they are catching up to Brad. He's got a penalty.
Josh Banks just sets the quickest lap again. 7.3.
Bailey's also going to join this group.
Yeah. Brett pulls off to the side. So Brett knows he's not comfortable fighting at the moment, is he? He's really fighting this Ferrari.
Yeah, and no point of fighting if you are of 19 lap old mediums.
Yeah. So he can Bailey get himself into this fight. Ooh, Bailey runs a bit wide there. Luke and Addy, Leaf and Addy. There's contact. Or did Addy just get a bit tail lappy and run himself into the wall? I can't see if there's any wing damage on that McLaren, on the Mercedes, sorry. Sebastian now has a 3-second time penalty.
This is now a battle.
For P3.
Yes.
Luke just can't... Oh, Luke gets another time penalty. Very... very unfortunate there for Luke. Yevgeny's got up the inside of Nadir. Josh has already caught Manuela. Josh jumps up to P5. So now can he catch his teammate and get into this battle for P3? And look at this. This has brought Bailey right into it. Bailey's first taste of the deer on the inside. There's a bit of lag desync there. This is close racing. And just see Bailey. This is great helicopter cam here. See all three cars running nose to tail.
And three different manufacturers in this Battle of the P7.
Yeah, yep. So out of the top 5, you've got 2 complete teams. The Renault being the only one that's not a complete team up there.
Brett's
But
going into this.
Brett's left the session. Did he hit the wall maybe? Can't see his car.
The helicopter's up on the drive. No, I don't see him in the pits.
That's unfortunate. If you want to invite Brett, and we'll ask him what happened there, and we'll have a quick chat with him. If he wishes to do so. So Mackenzie Stewart's still trying to chase down John. Josh is within 2 seconds of his teammate for this battle for P3. Addy's back in pits. Addy's retired as well. Now that is a virtual safety car.
I would have liked to see a safety car.
Yeah. I do think though, Addy's only just jumped onto those tyres. It just jumped over from what he was in, as Yevgeny's in the pits trying to make a free pit stop here. If he retired into the pit lane.
What did you say?
If Addy's actually retired in the pit lane.
Yeah,
which is a big no-no for our ruling.
Yeah, I thought the Brett did the same.
Yeah, but Brett's car was before the control line.
Yeah, but that's also in the pits. That should go to P1, I think.
As Leaf goes onto the hards with 13 laps left. Mackenzie's got the lead. So John must have had a terrible runoff there from the virtual safety car.
Oh, Austrian a little bit with Delta.
Yeah.
Sebastian again.
Sebastian's now got 2 Toro Rossos chasing him down. So we got a battle for the lead and a battle for the P3, ladies and gentlemen. Luke went for the dive but didn't quite make it stick. Sebastian's going to have his mirrors full. Luke's on the outside. Now Sebastian's got Josh here.
And now Josh, the forward.
Josh is now on the outside. Sebastian's great recovery drive from Josh. Mackenzie's lost out to John. Bailey's jumped into here.
Well, Josh is at the back of his teammate.
Wonder if there'll be any. There won't be any team orders here. This will have to be done on track. Luke versus Josh. Josh has got pace. Fresh tyres compared to Luke. Almost half the age. Sebastian can stay with him. He might have a chance at the end of this stint, when those mediums are just starting to fall off.
And ooh, Sebastian touched.
Yeah, Sebastian touched Luke there. No front wing damage that we can see, so hopefully he's got away with that. But Manuela's caught up to him, so he might have another battle behind him as well. So is this fresh tyres going to pay off for Yevgeny? He's got 14 seconds to catch up to Nadir just for P8. guys here in P. Yeah, Leaf's about to go a lap down. He's given John DRS. He pulls off to the side, lets Mackenzie through.
I also see that Leaf has from wing damage when I was on board with Mackenzie.
Mackenzie got wing damage?
No, I mean Leaf on his left front.
Oh, he has too, yep, good spotting. Leaf's got wing damage. So that won't be helping him. Especially around here, it's a very quick track. Josh has already pulled 2 seconds on his teammate with those fresher tyres. Sebastian's still holding on, and he's dragging Manuela closer to him as well. So this could be another three-way fight for P4 now. If Sebastian can just close up on him, just that touch. And then you got Bailey catching them all. But he's 6 seconds behind, so...
Mackenzie. Here goes Mackenzie on the inside of John.
On the inside.
John breaks for heavyweight. Oh, very
oh, this side by side. Mackenzie with DRS. Luke's got a 3-second penalty. I think that's going to give Sebastian that spot. Luke's going to drop back now to P8, I think. As Manuela gets Sebastian.
I think, I don't know if I'm right, but Luke has 9 seconds of penalty.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, yeah, 9 seconds, which will put him... almost P8 if he gets any more.
I can confirm Luke has 3 penalties, so that will 9 penalties.
9 seconds in total.
If the Czech driver now drop, he will drop to P7.
P7, so there we go. So that's going to be unfortunate for Luke. It's a great race so far to have Toro Rosso 3-4. Oh no. So now John's got that lead back.
This battle is long from finish.
Oh, very long from finish. When do you reckon they'll call it? About lap 33 and they'll just drag each other home? They won't want to. They won't want to lose the 1-2.
Yeah, but if Mackenzie or John finishes first, it doesn't matter for the constructors, and all things ahead of Duano and Bailey.
Yeah, that's right. Bailey's catching his teammate. Just a quick update there. Sebastian's still on the back of Manuela. So I wonder now if these hards are just starting to come into life.
Josh has run away from his teammate.
Yeah.
I don't see him on board with Luke.
Just goes to show the difference. But still, great drive by Luke. If he can bring it home on track in P4. Mackenzie's again right on the back of John.
Pretty visible race.
So wouldn't this be a sight to see in real life, ladies and gentlemen? The two McLarens leading the two Toro Rossos. None of the big runners are even even here. Yefgeno's the only one left out of the two main teams. And then you got Leaf at the back for the one and only Red Bull. So as Leaf just gets another time penalty. So Mackenzie just trying to lead up. Manuela's still got his mirrors full of this Oh no, he's catching Luke, sorry. So now Luke's got a mirror full of Haas. So another great drive. He debuted last week at France. And I think he was in the points there too, wasn't he? Mid-pack,
Yeah,
I think.
He was, yeah. He has incident with Bailey at the beginning after good qualifying for me. That was unfortunate, but...
Yeah.
Talking about that, and Manuel has a battle with Luke.
Yeah, so this is a great drive here by both of them. Luke's only been in for a couple of rounds as well, so they're both still trying to find their feet and where they are in comparison to the rest of them.
Yeah, and Manuel should do it carefully, as if he doesn't do crazy things, as he lose the back a little bit and put the corner. He should, Manuel should be careful on penalties. He has, Luke has most penalties in the field, so he will get P4 even if he stays behind him in the race with 5 laps to go.
Yeah.
As here he goes for P4.
The P4 up on the inside, outbrakes himself massively. Jesus, they're side by side now.
Contact, wheels banging.
This is great racing all over the field. You've got 1 and 2 jostling teammates. Luke tried to dive the inside, but didn't quite get it. Now Sebastian and Bailey's now on the back of Sebastian, which I would assume Sebastian will just let Bailey go just to give him that extra couple of points for the championship.
2 points it are.
Might come down to just those 2 points, you never know. So Manuela has done an absolute great. Where did he start actually? He's gone up 5 positions. There you go. So P8, no, that's P9, up 5. So
Right.
There you go. So, and our biggest loser is of course Bailey, dropping down 4 positions. So there we have it.
I'm wondering what happened to him when he loses his front wing.
Yeah, on the hard compound tyres. So as Luke's still trying to get back. So there's not much in tyre life. There's only 1 lap in it. And Bailey's catching both of them very quickly. So this is a good little comeback for Bailey. I didn't think he could still score. Oh, what is it? 12 points for 4th, I think.
Yeah, well.
So could be a good damage limitation comeback drive here for Bailey after losing his front wing. After that pit stop, the early pit stop, he's gone on the inside of Luke, coming up the hill. Will Luke fight the position? I'm sure he will. Bailey just makes the job look easy. I'm sure it wasn't that easy for him, but now he's got Manuela to contend with in the Haas. Mackenzie's now just stabilised and happy to sit behind John, I think. I'm sure one of them will have the stream on and knowing what's happening further back, so I reckon Mackenzie's taken the bullet and said, look, I'll stay P2 and you can get more points up on Bailey.
I don't think so. Mackenzie is going to attack him.
Oh, Mackenzie's gone the switch. No, he hasn't.
One pass in front of him.
Josh Bent gets his 3-second time penalty. That's his first one, I do believe.
Yeah.
So now Bailey's on the back of Manuel. Can he get the job done up to turn 2? He's just opened DRS. He's in overtake mode. He's on the outside. Manuel's gone defensive on the inside. Bailey's got the switchback. No, can't quite get the traction. Might have to be a turn 3 dive.
Inside for Bailey? No.
No, he's just showing the nose. But if you look in the background, Sebastian's caught back up to Luke. So Luke could be in danger here of losing P6 on track. We know he's going to lose at the time penalties, but
2 laps to go.
2 laps to go. Mackenzie's on the outside of John. What can happen? Can he get the switchback done nice and cleanly? No, John covers that. John's gone to the inside now. Push Mackenzie wide. They're side by side. Mackenzie's got the job.
And switchbacking now.
He's got the switch. Oh, Mackenzie! Oh, Jesus Christ! Mackenzie's lost it almost. He put himself into the fence. That is a heart in your mouth moment. And we were riding on board, and Bailey's got past Manuel. So Bailey now up to P4. He won't chase down Josh, but great recovery drive for him. If he can keep this position. So Sebastian's still on the back of Luke. Can he make anything happen here with his hard compound tyres? So what? Oh, excuse me. Oh. We'll stay here with the leaders for now. What can Mackenzie do if he's willing to make a dive for the win of the race? Please, ladies and gentlemen, vote for your driver of the day. At the moment, coming on to the final, or into the final lap, sector 2. So the final time around this, the technical part of this track, as you would call it. Not very technical either. So Mackenzie's got a better run out of there than John, but we're going to jump on board with John here coming around the final couple of turns. John's going to take another victory here for Trans Nations eSports F1 category. John comes across the line to finish. Mackenzie in P2. Josh Banks is now going to come into the final sector as he comes around to the final turn now. Little brake lock up there. Josh with an amazing comeback drive. Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take P3.
Just got the fastest lap.
Bailey takes P4, Manuel takes P5, Sebastian P6, Luke to P7. Nadir, can he jump? No, he won't jump Luke. 16 seconds, I think Luke only had 9 seconds of penalty. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Guy to run off the top 10. I'll get you to invite our top 3 into the party.
Yes, we'll do that.
If you have them as your friends, otherwise I can send invites. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. For the Austrian Grand Prix. What a race by Josh. Personally, I think Josh would have to have the driver of the day. Come back the way he did. So there we have it. McLaren have 1-2. Toro Rosso the third step. Would like to see that in real life. And if no one has read the news, yeah, McLaren are looking at a Mercedes power unit for 2021 in real life, so this could be a prediction. Josh Banks, we'll start with you, mate. Qualified P4, great qualifying session by all of yous. Qualified P4, you had a terrible first stint. Lost a bit of front wing, but awesome recovery driving there from you. Anything else you want to add to the comments there, Josh?
Yeah, I wasn't really happy about my qualifying. I was doing around 4.3s in practice, but didn't really manage to get the lap together today. But yeah, the first stint, Mackenzie broke a bit early for the hairpin, and then I went to his rear. But yeah, I'm happy with the result from a good recovery drive and fastest lap. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the result.
Yep. So over to you, Mackenzie. Qualified P3 after a restart of your internet and being told in Discord that you're lagging still. So you've come out, I think it was your final run where you put it on the P3, and yeah, awesome battling there with your teammate throughout the whole race.
Yeah, I think I've got a couple of apologies, mate. Yeah, sorry about that, Bailey. I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah, there was a little bit of contact on the exit of turn 3, and yeah, very sorry about that. But we'll see what the stewards have to say about that if he does put that in. And yeah, I don't know what happened there, Josh. Yeah, I think I just broke on my normal point, and then you just driven in the back of me. But yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. Yeah, no, you looked like you had some good pace there.
Yep. Were you and your teammate actually battling, or were you just having a little bit of fun for us up here in the combox?
Yeah, no, I definitely on my end, I was keen to get that win. Yeah, after the last few races that I've had, I've definitely felt like I needed to bounce back, and yeah, today felt like I could have done it, but yeah, I had a couple of yeah, I had that madhouse spin on the coming out of turn 4 on like the second last lap, so that pretty much put me out of contention for the race. But yeah, no, it was good battling with good battling with John all race. Yeah, and no, I wasn't gonna let him win that one easy, but yeah, he pulled out at the end. But yeah, and a good one too for the boys.
Yep. And over to you, John. Yet again another pole position. Yet again another race victory, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, you come out with a flyer with a 104.1, I think it was, for your qualifying time.
Yep.
Yeah, you pulled that out of the bag from nowhere by the look of it, as you normally do, and then pretty comfortable 1-2 for the McLaren guys. Bailey really took himself out of contention after that first pit stop. So yeah, just a nice easy drive for the weekend.
Yeah, no, not easy. First stint was pretty comfortable. Me and Mackenzie weren't really battling at that point because we were trying to pull away from Bailey. But no, the second stint when we had a gap for it, we just said we'd fight it out for the win and see what happens. And it was good battling him.
Yep. Well, you put some awesome content on for the live stream there, guys, so we appreciate that. Robin, have you got anything to add before we close this off?
No.
No? So so there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Austrian Grand Prix. Tune in next week for the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. I'm Mark Bratby, followed in commentary by Robin Kraft. We've got our 3 guys on the podiums here as well. So I would like to say a wonderful race from everyone. Tune in next week. Again, leave a like, leave a comment, and we'll catch us all next week.